Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Everything Podcast. My name is Aiden,
My name is Chris.
and this week we'll be discussing the ocean and what lurks beneath.
Yes, the big blue thing out there. You've probably seen it. Maybe some of you haven't. You know, if you haven't been to the coast or whatever. I've only seen the ocean once. That was a while ago.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
But it's also a very dangerous thing.
It can be very dangerous, depending on where you live. But yeah, earthquakes can happen underneath tectonic plates. We all know how earthquakes happen. Tectonic plates rub against each other. One goes up, one goes down, and that's what causes an earthquake. But anyway, an earthquake can happen underneath the ocean, and it can create big boy waves that dissipate as they get towards the lands. And once they reach lands, they're still pretty big, and that's what causes flooding. That's what causes tsunamis. Hurricanes are another major issue. They don't have much else to do with the ocean, but they do. The ocean is still involved. But anyway, that's for another episode. Aiden, what do you got, big boy?
How about let's talk about the sun part.
The sun
How
part.
the sun makes the ocean blue.
Yes, the sun makes the ocean blue, and ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, it is it's not a well-known fact, but it is fact. I have read. I would like to know more about it, me personally. But yeah, that's pretty dope. It blew both our minds once we
Our faces were like, whoa.
Heard the information. Now, if you do know how the sun makes the ocean blue, please feel free to comment down below.
Yes, please comment and explain it to us.
Yes, it'd be very
interesting.
It'd be information well put.
Yes.
I would use that information. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, but 94% of the Earth's wildlife is found in the ocean. That's a lot. We got a lot of amphibians living among us. There might even be mermaids. You know what I'm saying? Mermaids, mermen. You know?
I wouldn't go that far. That's some mythical creature thing.
Well, there you go. Cryptid. Yeah,
I mean, I guess.
So, yeah, there could be some of that stuff. I mean, if you think there's megalodon, there could be other human species down in the ocean that are living there that we haven't found yet.
Who knows?
We've only explored a small percentage of the ocean versus space. We've explored a lot of it, at least in our galaxy. And
it's so confusing. How have we explored more of space than we have of Earth? Like, in the ocean. That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like they know there's something down there.
They could.
And they don't want to go down there anymore.
I mean, people go down in the ocean all the time.
But it's like, what if they're avoiding specific areas because they know there's something?
That's very possible. I mean, the government hides. I mean, just look at Area 51. I mean, there's still secrets that are very well kept. There are secrets that have come out over the years about Area 51, but there's some secrets that are still well kept. I think we've seen aliens and we've experimented on aliens. So just as we've experienced aliens, I think there's something deeper inside the ocean that we've experienced that we haven't been able to capture yet, that we haven't been able to tame. Us humans like control, so I could very well see that. For sure.
For example, about the creatures, Chris was telling me about a supposedly multiple mile long jellyfish at the bottom of the ocean somewhere. I tried looking it up and I couldn't find any photos of it. But if you guys know what he's talking about, please feel free to comment the name of it so I can look up some pictures.
I don't know I don't know if it's a jellyfish. I do apologize. You can feel free to quote me on it. I know there's a creature like that in the ocean, and it's not the giant squid. It's much longer. It's much longer than that. So if you could please find it, maybe post a video, whatever, comment. The name at least would be much appreciated.
Yes, most definitely.
Much appreciated.
Now, along with the creatures, as Chris said, the whole megalodon thing, I still think it exists. Because, like, there's photos of a bigger fish than, like, a bull shark or a great white shark.
Sure.
It could be a massive bull shark or a great white, but, like, part of me wants to believe it's not, but the other part of me is terrified and doesn't want to believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Running into a megalodon while you're swimming would be certainly
a terrifying experience.
Yes, you would probably more than likely perish in that exchange. I don't know if the megalodon, he's probably a meat eater, he's probably a carnivore. Or he could be a herbivore too. I don't know.
I don't think so. To get that big, man, you gotta at least have some sort of meat.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. I know that well. Yes. But yeah, that's crazy. Megalodon. It was a long shark. I don't know exactly how long. Do you know how long he was? He was a big boy.
Very big boy.
He was a big boy.
And then, if you guys want to comment down below any creatures you think would exist down there, I would greatly appreciate it. So, because I read all of the comments to all the videos when there are some. Like, we've only gotten one comment so far. But if you guys do comment, I will read them and I will probably respond to them. Most likely.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to let us know your opinions and your ideas kind of in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely. We are interested in hearing our audience, you know.
Yes, we are.
That's great. More than 70% of the Earth's oxygen comes from the ocean. I always thought it was trees as a kid, and up to the point of reading that, honestly, I thought it was from trees, and I thought, oh shit, what happens if, my apologies for swearing, what happens if us humans, we like to destroy everything, what happens if we cut down all the trees? Deforestation is a thing. But then reading this comment about the ocean, and that the oxygen, 70%, a lot of it comes from the ocean, which kind of relieved my mind. I can sleep better at night, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Knowing that fact. So that's great. I'm not worried about that anymore. The sun is what makes the ocean blue. We've already hit on that. Personally, I think it's because of the sun. It is because of the sun, but it's because of the sun's reflection on the ocean. Could be some enzymes in the ocean or whatever that react to the sun, the sun's light. I could be wrong. Again, feel free to quote me on that if you must. Coral produces its own sunscreen, quote unquote sunscreen. It's not actual sunscreen. By creating coral florence that protects the algae found in the coral, which I found was pretty cool facts.
Very cool fact.
Very cool. There are approximately 3 million shipwrecks down in the ocean. Think of how much gold potentially is down there. Silver. Back in the pirate days when they were shooting at each other. Pew pew, like that. Yeah, there's probably a lot to salvage. Approximately 3 million shipwrecks at the bottom of the ocean. I would love to go down in a diving suit and bring a. I know there are waterproof metal detectors that you can take with you, and I would just love, even if I can't take a metal detector, I would just love to go, swim down there, dive, look for cool things, to bring back, and
maybe come back with some diamonds and some gold and live life in luxury.
Come back rich,
Yeah, that's the dream.
Only 5% of the ocean's floor has been mapped in detail. That's not saying we haven't only discovered 5% of the ocean. We've discovered more than that, but we have, however, discovered more of space than we have of the ocean. And I think that is because us humans, we like exploration up in space more than the ocean. There could be also some prohibiting factors down in the ocean. We could be scared of something or what have you. Aiden has a point he wants to make on that. What are we scared of down there, Aiden?
Alright, so I personally think there has to be some 3 mile long eel looking thing down in the bottom of the ocean, or some alien creatures, or like some Subnautica type things, like the Ghost Leviathan, not like the actual Ghost Leviathan, but like
I never know.
something compared to that.
Right.
What like, for example, what if the creators of Subnautica know something that we don't, and it's like all these creatures exist somewhere? Because that would be like terrifying. Like, for example, like you have the Grand Reef and like the what, I don't remember what the bottom part. I think no, the Lost River, I believe it's called. There's the big gargantuan leviathan like fossil. So what if there's something like the gargantuan leviathan in real life, but not dead and still alive? I think people know this and are scared to go down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than likely the truth. We haven't discovered half the species, and we're still discovering new species to this day in the ocean every day. So yeah, that's very possible. It's very possible. I think there might even still be a civilization that is still thriving down in the ocean. I know that's a bit crazy, but I think that that's the truth. Just like Atlantis, they have discovered not Atlantis down in the ocean, but they've discovered structures and things, man-made structures in the ocean. So I think at a time, excuse me, I think at a time there were people that inhabited the ocean. We may have just evolved from that to bipods that are able to walk on land and stuff versus like mermaids, mermans, you know what I'm saying? So that's my whole take on it. So I think there is probably something scarier down there that we're scared of, that we can't control. Us humans, we like control, and we can't control whatever else is down there, so we stay away from it until we're able to one day, more than likely, control whatever it is.
Yes.
There are more than 400 species of shark. You showed me a picture of a goblin shark.
Yes, was that your first time seeing a goblin shark?
Not the first time, but it's been a while since I've seen it.
It's some creepy looking thing. I'm terrified of sharks, and 400 species of sharks is too much for me already. So if we discover more, I might just not feel comfortable here anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Here anymore.
Like,
you're in Wisconsin.
Yeah, still. Like, what if there's like one that can walk on land? That's stupid. But like, what if? You know what I'm saying?
It could always evolve, but it'll be thousands of years.
Yeah, who knows?
Before they evolve. But yeah, I mean, I think you're fine in Wisconsin. But if you move,
like, I'm planning on moving to Miami. Hopefully with this guy.
So you're bound, if you go in the ocean, you're bound to find a shark out there.
Yeah. I'll survive out there. Well,
Damn. All right. Yeah, 400 species of shark in the ocean. There's a hammerhead. That's a weird looking shark.
Very weird.
Hammerhead shark. The great white. I believe the great white's the biggest one of them all.
I thought it was the bull shark. Correct us if we're wrong, or support us if either one of us are correct. Like, whose side are you on, bull shark or great white? But
I think it's the great white shark.
I don't know. We'll have to do some research after the episode. We should have done some more research before we recorded, but
it is what it is. Killer whales are, I know they're not sharks, but I think they're derived from the family of shark. Those things can be pretty nasty.
Most definitely.
I think they can be more aggressive towards humans than actual sharks. I know they're aggressive towards their own kind. They're into cannibalism, which is pretty freaky. I think a lot of ocean species are into cannibalism because, I mean, the deeper you go, the harder it is to find food. So you got to eat what you own. You got to do what you got to do.
Right.
So I totally understand that. Now, what's pretty cool is it's possible to find rivers and lakes beneath the ocean. How that's possible, I know. I have a bulletin point here on how that's possible. How do you think that's possible? How do you think? What is your opinion on lakes and oceans underneath the?
It's like, kid. For those of you who have watched SpongeBob, I know this is probably going to ruin SpongeBob for you, but Goo Lagoon. It makes sense now. But at the same time, it kind of doesn't, because it's like, how is there a water source underneath a water source?
Yeah.
Chris should explain that more.
Yeah. So it's a scientific thing. So when salt water and hydrogen sulfide combine, it becomes denser than the rest of the water around it, enabling it to form a lake or a river underneath the actual body of water. It's pretty dope. It's pretty mind blowing to think about, honestly, because like Aiden said, how do you even I'm still having trouble comprehending that. It shouldn't be possible, but it is possible. I've never ever experienced seeing something like that underneath the water, but I'm sure there is somewhere along the line. Anyway, the ocean's pretty interesting.
Very interesting topic.
Very
I'm
interesting.
glad we did some research, and I'm glad that we could bring it to you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, though.
Absolutely.
Leave a like if you did. Share it if you want. Comment.
Share, comment, and add us on our socials.
Yes. Follow me at thatcarguy_Aiden_24
on Instagram. Yes. And you can follow me on Instagram at Sather, lowercase Sather, SATHER 2022.
I will leave a link to both of our socials in the description below. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking right now. I apologize. But feel free to go follow us and catch up next week for the next episode.
Yeah, the next episode, which is going to be on streetwear. I'm pretty sure. Mr. Aiden is going to be discussing
running that episode.
His
I'll be sure to wear my most fire outfit for you guys for that episode. Hopefully we can get some sneakerheads and some streetwear people in the comments of that video. That'd be really nice.
Maybe you could even bring in one of your buddies.
Maybe I could. Maybe I could.
That'd be pretty cool having three of us.
It would be.
But yeah, I look forward to that episode, even though I'm not a huge streetwear person.
You'll learn a few things.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. I look forward to it. Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in to this week's episode of the Everything Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to add us on our socials, like, share,
comment,
subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys for watching.
All right. Good job, buddy. How long was that?